Oh, okay. Is not. I guess it's still. We're still live on YouTube. Hello, guys. If you guys missed the first bit, I can re-upload it as a.
Oh, you can catch it on the download later. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Stream.
So anyway, I'm Tom. He's Tremain. Welcome to Movie Night, and we have taken apart the political junk that goes on in Hollywood. We have solved all those problems. We don't have to
Yes.
listen to them or worry about them anymore. Done.
Exactly. So the stuff that I really want to talk about, where there were some pretty solid movie related Super Bowl ads on this
Yeah.
on the Super Bowl, and
And one of them proved something that I've been stating many times on my radio show. I can show you stuff that I was working on 10, 15 years ago, especially the Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
oh yeah, okay, oh
Okay.
right, that the mix of all the
Yes.
sitcoms, yeah,
From different years. Some of those were 10, 15 years away from each other. And Tom Brady looking like he did when he got out of college, not like he does now.
yeah,
I stated a long time ago that I'm looking forward to the day that I see the movie starring Brad Pitt and John Wayne.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and it's AI. They're young. They were de-aged, and
You won't know
or
at all. It
CGI.
will never, once it's going, you won't know it all. It won't be like that frame didn't work. They're going to perfect this in a way that now starring Gary Cooper, John Wayne, Brad Pitt, and Leo DiCaprio in, and,
Yeah.
and you know, in a sci-fi thriller,
Mm-hmm. Right.
where they take on Darth Vader and the Klingons.
Well, and that's the thing is that's where it becomes completely limitless, right? As of right now, the
Almost,
DA, we're it's getting there a lot faster than I thought it was. When it started out, we look at the De Niro de-aging of the Irishman, and it did not feel right. It looked, they smooth out his face to look younger, but his whole body was still, he's still in his 70s or
I
80s.
really appreciated the attempt.
Yeah,
It was
right.
like, thank you for moving the conversation and the technology just a little bit further.
Right. Yeah.
And I appreciate the next attempt. Now they've got to get over themselves, because there are those who are, no AI in movies, no. I'm sorry, you should have said that 35 years ago.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Well, some of them did, like Terminator, like James Cameron and Terminator.
Yeah, but there, this whole bit. I mean, yes, you get to protect your likeness. I am 1,000,000,000,000,000% behind. You own your own likeness. You get to decide whether or not your likeness is used in that next AI movie, or your family. If Jimmy Stewart's great granddaughter now possesses the rights to his look, great, and she wants to do it, fine. That. And if Jimmy Stewart's great granddaughter says, I own the rights, and I say, never, ever, not once will he appear in anything ever again, I have no problem with that. You make your own.
Right. You can draw the line, and Bruce Willis was the first actor to give his green light to use his likeness, because he's had that
Yeah.
disability and
Yeah.
and everything, which is really sad to see. But
Yeah, it is.
yeah, but it is something where you can see these. Hello, we got David Gregg in the house. What's up, Dave? And what is up, Absalon family? Hello, guys. Welcome to Movie Nights, the night where we talk about movies. We're talking about the best Super Bowl ads. We have to briefly talk about it, just because there were some really good movie ones. Namely, one in particular. One was a pretty cute one. It was like the Budweiser Clydesdale ad, except they weren't Clydesdales. It was Tauntauns and Baby Yoda. Did you see that one, Tom?
Yeah.
And it's for the new baby Groku and
Yeah.
Boba Fett movie, which I don't know. I mean, Disney Star Wars,
The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, but it's
Yeah.
a feature film. So I mean, that's a cute little commercial. Okay, that was that my favorite? No. Another one was probably my favorite one was the Jurassic Park Xfinity commercial, which
Mhm.
I thought that was a really well made one. That was really funny. It was funny too, and it's a commercial, and I like how they did it, and they did the whole de-aging with some of these actors, and they look great from what
It
I
did.
saw.
It did.
And then and it's like, and it also has a twist. It's like, what if Jurassic Park's system never failed? You know
Right.
what I mean? Right. So that's hilarious. Then I mean, you obviously wouldn't have a movie.
I wholeheartedly endorse Jurassic Park. You know, that whole bit of, where at the end of the real movie, he's like, "No, I'm never going to endorse this." The other one, I don't know. It was good. It was all good, but I found it interesting, Tremain, that almost, I would say, half, maybe 3/4 of the commercials that were on were either directly pointing to AI, come use our AI engine, or were explicit that their commercial was done with AI.
I really liked the one where it was pretty creepy too. They nailed it really well. It was a guy talking to his mom or something like that, and the way she responds to him, the way you talk to your mom is XYZ ABC. And if you want this ad, putting in the advertisements in AI, which I think it was this AI thing called Claude, where I haven't used it before, but it is scary thinking about. Well, now advertisements is going to AI. There was a time when Google didn't have it. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing.
Yeah, and that's a great question. What if Earth is just a Jurassic Park for humans constructed by ETs? Wow, that's a bit. Wow, that's pretty mind-boggling right there. And they're out there, right? They could be out there. And so I'm trying to think the other one. Another cute one was the Super Mario 2 one. I really like the first Super Mario movie. It's a fun family-friendly film. And I grew up with Mario, so that was a fun one. I think I'm looking forward to that one.
And we're going to talk about other movies that are coming up, but what did our there a box office during Super Bowl weekend, or do they?
Oh yeah, people still go to the movies. I mean, and there's still people that I know
watching TV. I would have thought everybody in America was sitting at home watching that game yesterday, and most of us were taking a nap because
it was a very defensive name. It was a game, a very defensive
the first half. The second half, they all went, "Oh, the hell with it. Let's just score."
Yeah, I think one of the players got in a fight, and then he was like, it riled up the Patriots because they were getting spanked. But here we go. So here's the box office here. I don't know if we can read it. Let's see if I can get it here.
You don't need to show us. We're okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Then actually, I can make us a little bit smaller here. Okay. So here we go. Actually, that doesn't even do much to anything. Okay. So, oh no, this is better. Okay. So, it's okay. Thanks, guys. Bear with me here. We got it here. Okay. So number 1. Well, okay. Let's go. Number 10 from number 3 was Melania, which was down 67.2%. Now people are like, "Oh my gosh, the Melania movie is down 67%." Okay. Well, let's look at all these other movies. Iron Lung down 66.3%. Shelter down 55.3%.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, the
28 years later, down 69%, right? Like, yeah.
So if you were releasing a movie, would you pick Super Bowl weekend as your weekend that you want to release?
Of course not. But well, there's two different approaches there. There is two different approaches because if you do send out a movie on Super Bowl weekend, you could potentially get a crowd that doesn't give a crap about Super Bowls and would rather go to a movie, which typically for me, that could be me. I mean, I like watching the Super Bowl typically, or I just want it to be a great game. I like hanging out with family and eating a bunch of food, and we had chicken wings and everything. But there's a couple movies here I've never even heard of. Solo Mio. Oh, it's directed by Angel Studios. We'll get to that in a second. But so we had 9, Shelter. That's the Jason Statham movie. Avatar last week was 5. Now it's number 8. It's finally dwindling down. The Strangers Chapter 3, which nobody asked for a Chapter 3 of The Strangers, but I guess it came out, and it still made $3.4 million. Zootopia 2 at number 6. Dracula, which everyone has been asking for a new Dracula movie because we do not have enough Dracula movies, right, Tom?
Right.
We do not. Yeah, we need
the Frankenstein movies we were talking about. Please, dear God,
yes,
Dracula movies.
Send us more Dracula and Frankenstein movies. We have not seen that 1,000,000 times already.
What's that about? Dracula?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's an indie project that just came. It's brand new, completely original. Stray Kids, the Dominate Experience. What the heck? Oh, it's a K-pop thing. I've never even heard of that, but it made 5.6 million. Worldwide, it made 20 million. So it's a documentary that came out over Super Bowl weekend.
And so again, apparently really big in the BDSM community.
That's it. Jeez. And then, speaking of which, we got the Iron Lung. So Iron Lung was the Markiplier YouTuber movie, which now has grossed $30 million with a budget of $3 million. It doubled its budget in its second week. Again, still going strong, and it had a 66.3% drop. And the thing is people make a big deal about 66% drop. That's totally normal for most movies, for a lot of big movies to go down by that much. So they're like, "Oh, Melania went down 67.2." It's like, well, yeah, so did half the other movies. 28 years later, The Bone Temple went down 69.8%. So, and again, the Melania movie was one of the highest grossing documentaries in 10 years. So, hey, good for them. But we got, Iron Lung, Solo Mio. I haven't even heard of that one. Let's look at what this is. Left heart broken in Rome after wedding. Like, a stranded groom finds his ruined honeymoon. Oh, I think I did hear about this. Is this Kevin James?
Yes.
Okay, it's Kevin James. Okay. All right, Kevin James is a stranded groom in Rome. Okay, so, story of my life.
Did you see the movie Paul Blart Mall Cop?
I did not. Unfortunately, I'm well aware of it though.
Okay, it's one of those stupid but somehow endearing movies that it's not a remote drop, but it's one of those, that was okay. That was kind of cute. One of my first scripts that I wrote and never sent to anybody was the sequel called Paul Blart Rockstar.
Oh, interesting. And so he becomes a rock star.
He accidentally finds out that he can actually really play the guitar. Okay. He's in an air guitar contest, ends up holding a real guitar, and he's been playing so much air guitar that he's actually incredibly good at it, becomes famous. But
playing the air guitar, that's pretty funny.
The whole movie, the premise was, okay, so in the first movie, it's you can be kind of having a bad job like a mall cop, but still be a great guy. in your own corner of the world roots for you.
Yeah.
But what
Right.
happened? What would happen to that character? I was thinking if he went from mall cop to international rock star, would he still care about his mom and his girlfriend as much as he did when nobody cared about him?
Ooh, okay. Adding
Okay.
some layers to
Yeah.
Paul.
So I was having fun with, because I just thought it was a really fun character, because just and Kevin James plays that role incredibly well. The oh shucks, kind of the
Of course, he's a very likable guy. He's very endearing. He is, not definitely non-political
uh,
guy, and seems like he is this endearing character. He, yeah. So, there's a few horror movies going strong. There's Send Help, which is the number one. Of course, that's Sam Raimi. I don't. We could see what the box office or what the.
well, we still haven't had our conversation on the ranking of directors and so forth. But as a director, give me your opinion on Mr. Raimi. Up, down, sideways.
Oh, definitely up. Definitely up.
Yeah.
And I love Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2. 3 is pretty questionable. Is very questionable. But
we'll talk sometime about 3, but I think the problem with 3 was it should have been 2 movies.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Make it longer and make it a 2-parter, and it works. But the way that it felt like we've got all these things, we're going to stuff them all in a bag, and hopefully the bag doesn't bust, but the bag busted.
It did. And by the time you got to the end, it was too much. And Sandman's a pretty interesting character. Venom's a very interesting character. It was completely miscast with Topher Grace as
Totally.
I mean, that was terrible. A terrible casting. Why did they cast that 70s show dweeb character as the ultimate jock character? Anyway, that's beyond me. Anyway, but going back, yeah, Sam Raimi, of course, Evil Dead is a classic film. It's not. I'm not as much of the gross out evil horror type person, but I respect the craft. Evil Dead is a classic film, and he is a better than most director. And I think something
and some of his other stuff like American Beauty and that kind of stuff, that.
Did he direct American Beauty?
I
don't think he did, actually. I think that was someone else.
We're getting confused.
Let me see. American Beauty director. Oh, Sam Mendes.
Oh.
Yeah, so Sam Mendes also directed my.
You get to my age, the Sams and everybody, and
Yeah.
Who was the director of the one about America? Was that Uncle Sam? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, never mind.
Uncle Sam, yeah, Sam. Anyway, but okay, so I guess Send Help had a $40 million budget. It's grossed $34 million. Now, and that's not worldwide. This is just nationwide. Now, the way a lot of the budget works is, it's funny how they movie budget math works. So whatever that number is, they actually earned half of that. I think they split with the theater and with everything else. So and then also budgets are inflated as well. They'll say 40 million when it was, because that'll sound better than 20 million, or they'll say 1 million when it was probably closer to 10 million.
Well, right? And nobody has to tell you that there's a whole lot of that. There's the production budget of actually making the movie, and there's the, how are we going to get this thing out there, the word out, what's our overall marketing budget and all that kind of stuff. The Steven Spielberg people spent a hell of a lot of money yesterday for not much information.
I was just about to say that was a perfect segue. That movie trailer, I have not been so pumped for a new movie in a long time. And the last time I was probably Mission Impossible, the latest Mission Impossible, which I was completely let down by. Yeah. It was the worst Mission Impossible by far, not even close. But the new Steven Spielberg movies, talking about aliens, as we were talking about aliens before, I'm pumped. I am pumped for it. What did you think of the trailer?
Well,
and now we can get to your list, actually. So you got the excited
So okay, you want me to pull it up here? Give me just a
Yeah, let's
second.
pull it up. So Tom has a list of 16 movies he's looking forward to this year. The ones that stood
15.
out.
One of them was a typo. So yeah. Oh
Okay,
well.
15. 15. That's okay.
Okay. All right. So it's available to you. You can post it when you're ready.
Yep. Here we go. Okay.
All right. So first up, coming up next weekend, or this coming weekend, it's actually was going to be a Thursday night release. I think it is in some areas of America. The official release date is Friday, but Wuthering Heights, you were probably forced to read this as an 11th grader and made you want to quit high school and become a janitor because the book is just wow. When you're, and I'm not saying it's a bad book. I'm saying it's not a good book for a boy who's in the 11th grade.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's just
doesn't sound too appealing.
and it's dark and it's the Moors and it's just I don't know. The movie though looks somewhere between sexy and scary.
Ooh.
When you look at the trailer, it's kind of like, what? This isn't the way. And it's. I have heard some people refer to it as a reimagining. That word scares me. That mean when somebody says the reimagining of whatever the story is,
Yeah.
something in me says, "Run, don't walk away."
Right.
It just
Right.
doesn't doesn't sound good. But I don't know. We'll see. That it's already
There we
got
go.
some mixed
This is better.
reviews out there, and I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
The,
I'm probably gonna hard pass on that movie.
yeah,
Just gonna say that.
the
Yeah.
bride. Yes, it's the bride. Guess whose bride it is?
Frankenstein.
Oh, because we haven't done this before. Maggie
Oh my
Gyllenhaal.
gosh.
Maggie Gyllenhaal has got her fingerprints all over this in a lot of different ways. Interesting. I haven't seen Maggie Gyllenhaal in so long. I thought she had quit making movies. Seriously, I thought. I mean, because sometimes they do. Helen Hunt said, "Well, I got my Oscar. Bye." You're allowed to walk away. I thought she had walked away.
Yeah, they get sometimes they settle down, they raise kids, they have
Yeah,
families, they do well. But yeah, so
but
yeah,
she's
again, this is but the one thing that would attract me to it is Christian Bale is in it.
yeah. Oh,
So
it's a killer cast. Read the rest of the cast. You got
oh
the
yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, Jake, of course, she cast her brother. That makes
Yeah,
sense. Julianne Hough. Oh, a big fan of Julianne Hough.
big fan.
Penelope,
Big fan.
huge fan. Peter Sarsgaard, he's good.
Mhm.
Penelope Cruz is really good. Christian Bale, I said that already, but
I mean,
just
there's not a bad name on the list. There's not a single name on the list that I would go, oh, that person's a bad actor. They're all proven stars,
yeah.
and so it's got potential because of that. But damn it, are we doing another?
Hey, well, again, and that's the thing. It's so hard for me to get so excited about
Yeah.
something that's been done so many times, and I'm actually not excited. I'm excited when I look at the cast, but I did see the trailer for it, but I'm like, am I gonna rush out to see that movie? Probably not.
What
Probably
about
not.
Project Hail Mary? You excited about that one?
So yes, I am. I really like Ryan Gosling a lot.
I do.
The
But how many? Here's my question again. Hollywood, where's your creativity? How many space he's all by himself movies are we going to do in a 10-year period? We did Gravity, we did The Martian, we did um the I can't think of it. But I mean, this is not a new concept. When
right.
when the book was written, maybe it was. And I hear that the story is awesome, but
Right.
didn't we just
Yeah.
see the movie?
You know, a couple weeks ago I saw this movie. It's starring Adam Sandler. It's the same exact thing. It's an Adam Sandler movie where he's
Yes,
stuck in
yes.
space. Did you see that? And he's in stuck in space with a spider, and this it's an alien spider talking to him. And I'm like, this is too weird. It was too weird. I lasted about 20 minutes into that movie. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this. It
You
is.
know, the episode of Black Mirror with the two guys that are going home back and forth. That, there's all. This is just not a new concept, and I don't know. Yet I still hear this is going to be good. I'm not going to rush to see it. I'm going to kind of wait to see. There are some movies I'm going to go see no matter what.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
even if it sucks, I'm going to go see it because it's on my list. Project Hail Mary isn't quite there. It's on the when the real reviews start coming out. If it's got say 80 plus on Rotten Tomatoes, I may go see it.
See, you know what's really interesting is I'm always iffy with that. A lot of times I don't like to read the reviews anymore because you just read you realize how the reviews are even skewed certain ways.
I don't want to read the review. I just want to know the number.
Yeah.
I want to know
see.
the critic number, the audience number, and I love it when they don't line up.
Yes.
80% of the critics loved it, and so did 18% of the audience. You're like,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
and sometimes it's the opposite. The audience 82%, the critics 3.
Right.
3?
Yep.
Really?
3. Yeah. 3. Really. 3. Yeah. 3. There was one critic that liked the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that is a thing. And that is something about the, I really think that critics over skew their own opinions too many times. Like critics, there is a need for critics. Don't get me wrong, and there's some that are very good and very insightful and thoughtful and talk about the movie. But then there's other critics that just talk about a movie for a minute and say, "Oh yeah, I watched it. Yeah, either watch it or don't watch it." But yeah, anyway, that's the movie. It's like, okay, that's not a film critic. That's someone who's very lazy who does that.
Yeah.
That's someone very, very lazy. But yeah, that I am there with you. That's probably one of the more interesting. Yeah, mid March. I'll see if I could do it. Probably won't rush out to see it, but I probably will see it. I do like sci-fi movies. I do like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
and all that. Yeah,
I'm not saying it's awful. I'm just saying I'm a little suspicious right now. You're into Super Mario. You're looking forward to?
Oh, absolutely. I will
Mario?
Absolutely 1,000% see Super Mario Galaxy the movie. I can't wait.
Yep.
I'm super excited about that. Super excited about that movie. I think they're going to do a really good job. Illumination does a really great job with their animation and just a fun, family-friendly film. They don't put in politics into it. They didn't in the first one, which I thought was really good because I was like, please don't ruin Mario. I don't want to ruin Mario. And they made a really fun rendition of the first movie. Did you saw the first one?
Yeah, we parts of it. To be honest, it was on. I was on when I had the grandkids over, and I was more into the grandkids than I was the movie. So.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Okay.
The drama. Robert Pattinson and Zendaya in an intimate, uncomfortable drama.
Yeah, sign me up to not watch that movie.
I'm what? What? I'm sorry, not a Robert Pattinson fan. I think we disagree on that too, but I'm just there's something about him and his delivery and his even if people really like him, I think they understand why some of us don't.
Yeah, totally. I get it. And especially when he first came out, he was in Twilight. So I was like, okay, who's this guy? Oh. Right. And but I do disagree with you on him because I think he's really redeemed himself and he's been in some really good movies. He was in the
Elephants for Water. That was good, or whatever it was called, and Water for Elephants, whatever it was called, and the Batman. I don't know. I couldn't get out of my head when he was in his costume. Oh my God, that's Robert Pattinson in a Batman costume.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like whoever could be Batman in Gotham City. Who could it be? Could it be the rich young billionaire that has the resources, time, effort, energy, money to do it, and he has the same exact jawline as Batman? It's like he only covers half of his face.
Right.
Right. It's the same thing with Superman and the glasses. In the new Superman, they at least explain that the glasses give a weird brain trick, so it makes him think that he's someone else. That was a really lame excuse, but at least they gave some type of an excuse.
Well, yeah, we got something out of that.
We got something out of it.
Yeah.
But you have to suspend your disbelief. I actually really like the Batman. I thought it was great. Other than the villain, the Riddler, which
other than Robert Pattinson, I love the movie.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Penguin was great.
Yeah. Devil Wears Prada 2. Are you a Devil Wears Prada fan?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, well, I enjoyed the first one. I thought.
Well, I haven't seen it. I don't. It's a movie about fashion. I'm not dying to see this movie. Is it a good movie?
It's not a movie about fashion, in that it's a movie about ending up in that world and finding it really bizarre. What I find weird about the sequel is the end of the movie. She realizes she wants nothing to do with the fashion world and basically walks away.
Now, spoiler alert, guys! Spoiler alert: the Devils Wear Prada.
Sorry,
and they're all ghosts at the end. I'm joking. I don't care about it. I don't think this audience cares about. Maybe Grant. maybe Grant cares about the Devil Wears Prada. But I mean, Meryl Streep is a great actress. Anne Hathaway, I'm 50-50 with.
Oh, I love her. Love her.
Really? Yeah.
And a big fan of the other girl. What's her name? I don't have it in my head, but yeah.
Okay.
Emily Blunt, like her.
Okay. Wow, Dave likes the Devil Wears Prada. Okay. Maybe it's a different movie than what I'm thinking it is.
I think it's just. I mean, it's a talkie. Don't get me wrong, and it's funny. It's poignant. It's got great. Stanley Tucci. Damn, I swear that guy could just do anything. And he's really awesome in that movie. I really like him as an actor.
The thing is, though, it's for me, like fashion. Okay, obviously, I'm a fashionista, as you guys can tell. Right here. Too, right? Yeah. Right. Yes. 2 fashionistas in here. But it's I don't know. Unless there's some type of thriller or murder involved or something like that, I'm probably not going to watch that movie.
I think the thing you would like about it is the movie calls the industry on the carpet and says, really? I mean, really? You're taking yourself a little bit seriously, aren't you?
Oh, okay. Because that's what I thought. Because I thought that it's a pretentious movie about pretentious people.
It's a movie about pretentious people and how they're
not good people.
Maybe what we see from a distance isn't how they really are.
Ooh, okay.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Yes.
I think it. Now this is a children's based comedy. Is that right?
It is. No. Yeah, no, based on the awesome video games. I grew up playing those games.
Oh yeah.
I was personally more of a Street Fighter guy myself rather than Mortal Kombat. But I love Mortal Kombat though too. Sub-Zero is the unbiased anonymous sources say Sub-Zero is the best Mortal Kombat character of all time. I really enjoyed the first Mortal Kombat. I think the main lead guy was okay. I didn't think, because I don't think he was an actual Mortal Kombat character from the video game, so I wasn't as invested in that. But all the other characters were fun, and they had a really good time. I had a really good time with this Mortal Kombat. I even had a good time with the original Mortal Kombat from the 90s, which is completely over the top. It's yes, Dave, that's a complete over the top fun movie, and also the song. I mean, come on. Mortal Kombat. Dun 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 dun. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Again, there's these movies that is Mortal Kombat gonna win any Oscars or awards? No, but I'm 10 times more likely to see Mortal Kombat 2 than any of these other Oscar nominated movies that we
Right.
talked about. But I don't know if obviously this we're not talking about Oscar movies, but the next one I'm actually pretty pumped for, and Dave's pumped for too, is He-Man and the Master of the Universe. Oh my
Um,
days.
well, way after my time.
Yeah. It's before my time, but I still liked it. Skeletor is probably an over the top villain, and I love the Skeletor memes. We've got Jared Leto as Skeletor, which that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you know who Skeletor looks like?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I have the general idea as to who he is. Yeah, you're right. Jared Leto, not an obvious casting choice for that particular role.
No, no, not at all.
Yeah.
So that should be very interesting. That should
There
be
was a movie. See, I get He-Man and the Beast.
She-Man confused. No, just
I
kidding.
was going to say the Beastmaster.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's all in the same general, and the thing I remember most about Beastmaster was they killed the tiger.
Oh,
In
did
real life,
they?
yeah, in real
Oh,
life,
and
they
oh
painted the
wow.
tiger. They painted the tiger white and killed it
Oh
by accident.
no. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's one of those movies that it's kind of like Twilight Zone. That's why we have certain laws and rules now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Yeah. Twilight Zone. Speaking of disasters, I
yeah.
mean, yeah. But Beastmasters. Yeah, we have. You're right. They are very in He-Man, and Dave's hilarious. I'm surprised they allow those pronouns in a movie title. He and man. he. Yeah, and I think the casting is pretty good. I like how they got a relative no name. I don't know who that main actor is.
Now
Yeah.
they're already working on the sequel, right? She-Woman and the Mistresses of the Universe.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Also, another movie big in the BDSM community. So we're doing well tonight. D-Day is, they're already comparing this to Saving Private Ryan, and they can look. I'm sorry, you cannot. Nobody ever in history will ever make a D-Day more scary, poignant, realistic, anything than Saving Private Ryan. The first 15 minutes of that movie is exhausting.
Yeah. Oh
Just
yeah.
exhausting.
I'd be curious to think what Dave thinks of Saving Private Ryan and I haven't seen the trailer for the new one coming up, but yeah, I'd be interested to hear. Yeah, that is just such a well done movie in my humble opinion, and it's
Oh,
felt
yeah.
really real and very scary and all that stuff.
Hey,
Resident.
Toy Story 5,
Oh yes.
Toy Story 3 was the first movie to ever make it through its first week of release with 100% audience and 100% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow, fun fact there. That
Yeah.
is I believe it too. I mean, that's one of those movies when it came out. I remember where I was when it came out. We were at the Cineglobes and yeah, well, okay, yes, he says it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, combat's confusing and surreal. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely.
Side note, since we're talking movies and all this kind of stuff, and I had forgotten this until I heard about it the other day. James Doohan, who played Scotty in Star Trek, lost his middle finger on D-Day. He was
Oh
he
my
was part of,
gosh.
he was part of D-Day, and got his finger shot off or whatever in that.
Oh
Uh,
wow. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. So
Going through, yeah, sometime when you have nothing better to do, search for actors who were in famous battles like D-Day, Battle of the Bulge, stuff like that. It's a fascinating list.
wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. And Generation Kill. I gotta see that. I've got HBO, so I haven't even heard of that. But he says it's the most accurate
More
horror
more
movie
so
series.
than the Brothers movies, huh? Okay.
Oh, Band of Brothers. I love Band of
Brothers,
Brothers
yeah,
when that came
yeah.
out.
It was awesome.
But
So Toy Story 5, really looking forward to it. Don't let me down. I'm a little bit nervous when you start getting past 3. 4 was, it was okay. It didn't rock my world, but it was okay.
yeah.
Uh, Toy Story 4 is still better than 95% of all animated movies.
Exactly. Totally. Yeah, yeah, totally. And I really this is how it goes for me. Toy Story number 1. Toy Story 1 number 1. Toy Story 2 number 4. Toy Story 3 number 3,
Yeah.
and then Toy Story 4 number 4. Did I say all those numbers right? Yeah, yeah, that's my order. And then Toy Story 5, we'll see that where that ranks. I couldn't stand Jessie in number 2. I just couldn't stand her.
Yeah.
And the way she talks, it always just really bugged me. It was just I didn't like it as much. Toy Story 3, I like the daycare aspect.
Mhm.
That's Toy Story 3, right?
Yeah.
And then
And the you
Toy
know,
Story 4 is the road trip one.
fire and all that kind of stuff. They've done some really, really clever stuff. And um, now it's not my favorite. Well, do you have a favorite animated movie? Oh, you do. It's Toy Story 1, huh?
Well, no, those are just the Toy Story movies ranked. My
Yeah.
favorite animated movie of all time is Lion King.
Mine is maybe a surprise, maybe not. Mine is The Incredibles. I was
Oh, okay.
I was blown away not only by the way they reimagined a lot of my favorite superheroes of all time. I was blown away by what they had done in the graphics in that movie that we had never seen before. I mean,
Uh-huh.
what Pixar did then, wow.
Yeah.
Supergirl, like me when I saw
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I'm not a no. I'm not a yes.
Yeah.
I'll probably hang out and wait for it to stream on Netflix next year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big Superman fan, so I'm not in a rush to go see it. But at least it's Supergirl and not Superman. Again, I feel the same way about Superman as even
Dumb character.
Frankenstein or something where we've seen this a million times. We know
Yeah,
the story. How
and
many times?
it's a dumb character. They're overpowered, so the first thing you have to do is somehow negate their power. Which, okay,
Right. That's oh, they always lose the power, right? Then they get it
right,
back, and
right,
they get it back.
yeah,
They get it back, right? Then they get it back, right?
yeah.
uh,
The Odyssey. Really looking forward to this. All the early looks at it say this is going to blow your mind.
so wait, Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day are both coming out on the same day?
I think Brand New Day got moved. But to be honest, I watched that the other night. I don't remember what happened, where it moved to, or what the plan is now.
Oh, I see. Okay. Because I was going to say that's probably not a smart idea. But
Well, and they did not release the trailers that everybody thought they were going to release about Spider-Man. So there's a lot of confusion right now as to what's
okay.
happening with that movie.
So I guess Odyssey is July 17th. So it
Okay.
comes out two weekends before Spider-Man.
So,
So that's going to be a big I think it's going to be a really big summer blockbuster. This is going to be bigger than last year, I think.
oh yeah.
Odyssey is going to be epic.
Yeah.
Pun intended. Okay, wait, real quick. Let's answer this question. Random question. I've been MIA for movies for the past decade. What are the top 3 I need to see? He meant to say excluding horror that I just can't.
Yeah.
You can't stand horror movies. Well, Simp. Rideshare. Oh wait, those are two horror thrillers. You saw the Cat Town Story. You saw the Cat Town Story. Did you like it? By the way, I didn't know if he liked it.
Okay. Him. Yeah.
David. Yeah, David saw it, but I didn't know. I didn't hear if he liked it or not. I hope he liked it, but you never know. But you saw Cat Town, right, Tom?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's okay. So, well, thank you guys for watching, everyone. Bye. No, just kidding. No, okay. I think isn't the Spielberg movie in there somewhere too? Disclosure Day. What time? What day does that go?
Somehow didn't on the list here. Yeah, that's in April, mid-April.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Or no, it says 6/12/26.
Okay, 6/12.
6/12.
June.
Yeah.
Best movies in the last 10 years worth watching. I just pulled up a cheat here. You know, sadly, you didn't miss much in the last 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There are a couple of interesting movies. I guess the best drama in the last 10 years, and actually maybe it's not even 10 years, it might be a little bit older than that, is Whiplash.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Talk about an exhausting movie.
Yeah.
When that's over, you're going to walk out and go, I mean, it's brilliant. You need to see it, not just for the story, but as a director, the choices that the people who put that movie together were really risky, and they worked.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And it changed my entire opinion of Tiller.
Miles Teller.
I thought Miles Teller was horrible, and I didn't like anything he'd ever been in. And when I watched that movie, I was ready to hand him the Oscar myself. I just
really just wow.
He and the interplay between him and
J. Jonah Jameson. Speaking of Spider-Man, who's that guy's hilarious. That guy's so funny. And when he's J. Jonah Jameson, Spider-Man, yeah, get it. You're done. You're fired. Oh, you're hired again. What? No.
Yeah.
He's great.
And I love that they brought him over into the MCU and all that kind of stuff. But Whiplash, getting back to that for a second, how important is your acting / music / directing / whatever career you're in versus the rest of your life?
Oh, right. Yeah, totally.
When is it? What is good enough? The speech that he makes near the end.
Without spoil it, don't spoil it because I'll probably watch it. Yeah.
About he talks about the words "good job," and it's an amazing movie. Really impressive. Did you like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I did actually. That's the animated one, right? Is that yeah, I did. I liked the first one. The second one.
Yeah. I thought it was okay, but it's still, when I pull up a list of the best movies of the last 10 years, I pulled up a couple of lists. It's the one movie that's always in the top 3.
Wow.
And I was like, that was okay. But I didn't, it's not anywhere on my top 20 list of the last 10 years, and the last 10 years wasn't that good.
Yeah. So to partially answer your question, Dave, so his one for you would be Whiplash. I'm trying to think. That's a very good question. I'm thinking movies from best movies from 2016 to 2026.
Let's maybe tackle that for next week or
okay. I'm just.
I need a little more time to think that one.
Yeah.
Couple more movies here, quick. We've got Resident Evil Digger on August the 7th.
Is that really the name of the movie? Resident Evil Digger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the whole Resident Evil stuff. I was over it about 10 minutes into the first one,
Well,
but
well, because they didn't do anything what the game was. The game is very slow, very suspenseful, very eerie, very creepy, and then they turned it into an action movie like Van Helsing.
yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it also
And
zombies.
yeah, we're getting back to the good old days, Avengers Doomsday. I am a huge MCU fan, and I am so over between everything DC and everything. I am so over multiverse stuff. I just
Yeah,
any you know there's nothing else they can do with it that's going to be interesting, in my opinion. I'm tired of, I can kill this character in this movie because we can always go get another one from a different planet.
exactly. Yeah, real quick. Thank you, David, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Dave.
Oh,
That's
no,
that's awesome. That's
Thank
legit. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. That means a lot. We are growing. By the way, we're only 34 subscribers away from 7,000 subscribers. So
Woo!
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think do they have sound effects here? No, they don't. Okay, never mind. But yes, yay! Oh, you do. Okay, great, awesome.
I'll get us there. Keep talking.
Yeah, so we are only 34 subscribers away from 7,000. So, guys, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit those notifications on so you know when we go live. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. on.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, thank you, Dave. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. And we'll get you the next two. I'll send you I'll get the next two. All right, brother. Sounds good. Well, peace out. Peace out, Dave. We'll get you those next two movies too for you.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So, okay, speaking of multiverses, Avengers, which is they do the same crap. Or no, that's time travel. The same thing. They're like, "Oh no. Oh no. Half the people died. Half the people died. Oh no, what are we going to do?" What a depressing ending. People are like, "Oh, I cried at the ending of the Avengers." I'm like, you guys are idiots, right? Because the next movie, Avengers Infinity War, again, I hate these movies. I hate them.
I love them. You hate them.
I know. Yeah, you love them for some reason. I don't get how anyone can love them. Anyway, it comes with the villain. The villain is probably one of the worst villains.
Definitely, in my case, is an age thing. I grew up reading. We didn't have movies like we do now. We certainly didn't have cable TV like we do now. There's a lot of things we didn't have back then. Reading Avengers comic books, anticipating that it's coming out on Monday, and I'm going to be the first in line at 7-Eleven to get it.
Wow.
That was my childhood. And so you're bringing my childhood to life in a way that's never been done before. Just the nostalgia of it all is worth it to me.
Okay, was Thanos always the bad guy in those comic books?
Oh yeah.
He was.
He was one of them.
He's one of them. Okay. Yeah. Don't they have a better bad guy than Thanos? Who's probably the dumbest bad guy I've ever.
No, there's a lot of different ones. Well, but see, what's cool about Thanos that they almost captured, maybe clearly they didn't for you, is that he's the most dangerous kind of bad guy because he doesn't know he's a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
He honestly believes he's doing the right thing.
Right.
And lawful evil can be a lot scarier than chaotic evil because.
Well, that's what Hitchcock always says. The villain, actually, typically a good villain, I completely disagree with when it comes to the Avengers, but typically a really good villain doesn't actually think that they're the villain. They're the hero in their own story.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And they're motivated by their own things.
And there are a lot of comic book heroes that are doing that, and it's like, okay,
See, I would rather that than Thanos. Or, oh, I used the stones to destroy the stones. I'm like, dude, that was so stupid. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. Probably one of the dumbest lines in movie history.
okay.
I used this. How do you destroy the stones, Thanos? I use the stones to destroy the stones.
Okay.
I mean, am I wrong here? You can argue with it if you think it's a genius line? That's like saying
genius.
It's like
line,
it's like saying, "Oh, I killed the bad guy by killing the bad guy." It's like, what? It's like, oh, I used. How did you get the sword out of the stone? I was like, I got the sword out of the stone by getting the sword out of the stone. Oh, okay, cool, right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't buy the premise of the stones, then
the stones is and you know what? There's a really, really interesting James Gunn clip. I want you to see it. It's like a 2-minute clip where he's like, hey man, he's like, you know how I came up with the stones, dude? It's like, I just like thought of it in like a minute. I just thought it'd be cool to have like the stones, and then you got to find the stones, dude. And then put them in a glove. It's like, dude, to me, it's too much. Look, I'm all for superheroes, and there's a suspension of disbelief, right? Like, with the Batman costumes, with Superman glasses, there you have to really suspend your disbelief a while. But I'm like, oh, okay. And then you put the glove and then you snap your fingers. Like, what? Like, that is so dumb. To me, it's like if it was like they had to find the stones to go into a satellite radar thing that created an electromagnetic pulse that killed half the people on the planet in a 1,000-mile radius. Like, I just came up with something way better than what the Avengers was, right? In 10 seconds, not 30 or 2 minutes. I mean, it's that makes more sense. That, oh yeah, we put it into a glove and then you snap, and then it's just
look. Yes.
You can tell I'm really, I'm just holding back with my opinion right now. So I'm watering down my opinion.
It's all a MacGuffin. I admit it. But for me it worked. For you, it didn't work. That's
okay.
What makes movies awesome is that
totally.
I can totally. For me, look. One day there was this show on a long time ago. It was before About Us. It was called 30 something. It was back in the early 90s. About a guy who owned his own company, and he worked with his wife and his best friend, and all sorts of crap's happening in life, and they have to deal with it. And I'm watching this movie or this TV show, and I turned to my wife and I said, "Why am I watching this? This is my life. I don't want to go to the movies and watch my life."
Yes, I agree with that sentiment.
That's why I love the Avengers, because when I go, it has nothing to do with anything I have to worry about in my life. Nothing.
Okay, I totally get that. I totally get that. And that's why I watch movies 99.99999% of the times. It's pure escapism. It's fun escapism, and it's fun time.
It's all about the escapism for me. And if it works for me, if that movie made me escape from my troubles in life for 2.5 hours, it gets 5 stars. The more it got me out of whatever I was in that day, the more I'm going to love it. The Princess Bride, The Godfather.
That's a great movie. Yeah, The Godfather. Well, and these are movies that you can live. I love to live in the world of a movie if it sets the tone so well, like The Godfather. You get attached to these characters. And the movie could be 3 hours, 5 hours long. And if it's good and I'm attached to the characters, I don't want it to end. It's right. You're living with these characters, and you feel like you're a fly in the wall, but you're not actually in danger of getting or being with the mob and stuff like that. So
Well, let's see.
yeah.
December 18th, 1920. So on December the 21st, when you and I will be doing the 50th or so episode of this show, I will tell
Wow.
you, how Avengers Doomsday was, and you can roll your eyes and say, "Yeah, still not going to see it." And that.
Well, my problem is I'm probably still gonna freaking watch it, right? I'll probably watch it. Maybe I'll hate watch it. Maybe I'll love it though. Again, if something happens, right? If it's good, I will tell you. I will tell you that I will like it. And I do, again, like the Spider-Man movies, the new Tom. I joke and I say it's Tom Collins, but it's Tom Holland, Spider-Man movies, where I always loved Tobey Maguire. And real quick to wrap up our multiverse, the only movie that I thought did a great job with the multiverse was that movie when they brought back it was awesome. And it was like, it addressed the elephant in the room. Like, guys, we're on our third Spider-Man in 10 years. What are we doing here? Right. What are we doing here?
It was brilliant. Whoever came up with all of that and actually made it happen, my hat's off to you. That was a brilliant send up of all of it. And I just can't say enough how good that movie was and how much it broke expectations. And yeah.
Yeah, I was beaming because I heard there was the rumors. Oh, is Toby in it? He was seen on set, but was he there? No, he's not there. It's shrouded in mystery, and then the way they did it was really cool. And that's the way to do a multiverse, and then I think it's that there is a tough thing with Marvel. Either they're too jokey or they're not jokey enough. The Avengers, for example, it's just all. The last two Avengers were all just doom and gloom, very little humor in it, dark and dismal, and everyone's pouting like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" It's not like we can invent a time machine. They're like, "Wait a second, what if we could?"
Well, all they had to do was reverse the polarity, and I mean, isn't that
exactly
Hollywood? If you reverse the polarity on the flux capacitor or whatever, you
right,
fix
1.21 gigawatts. Yeah.
All you got to do is reverse the polarity, and I don't know what the big problem is. All you had to do was reverse the polarity.
That's all you had to do, right?
Yep.
I think wasn't one of the Spider-Mans where he flies around the Earth backwards, and then that takes him back time.
No, that was the first Superman, or the second, first Superman.
Okay, right. So, yeah. Okay, so what do we got here?
So all right. So I'm announcing here, and you'll see it in other places too. Kelley Casts. I have rebranded myself and all the stuff I've been working on, and started a new YouTube channel. And so you're going to start seeing me putting up a lot of my. I do a lot of videos and so forth. I'm on a rant these days regarding the change in nomenclature and the way we've approached language around what is and is not actually artificial intelligence.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I submit to you that all these LLMs, that AI is doing this, AI is doing that, I submit is not true. To make LLMs AI, we didn't change the technology. We changed the definition of AI.
Okay.
So the technology that we're using, and you can get this out of my paper and some other stuff I'm working on that you'll see soon. There's a paper on this. There's a video on it. Before we leave, I'd like to hit you with the video real quick. But the point behind all this is it's not fair to do it that way. Okay.
Right.
To change the language to meet the needs of the people producing technology, it's not a good way to go.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I'm pushing back on the entire approach. I will 100% lose the argument, but
Why?
because language is not controlled by an individual, how we
Hmm.
define things, and I mean, this really gets into LLMs, large language models, are incredibly great about taking language and using it to do what they want to do. When you're using Chat GPT and it just seems so alive and so real for you and
Uh,
all it is guessing really, really, really well what to say next.
oh, interesting.
Okay. There's no thought process. There is no emotion. There is no feeling. There's no understanding. If you play chess with an LLM, it can't think about what your next move is in the sense of, I know Tremain, and he's going to try to trip me up. And what he's going to do next. No, instead, it's going to come up with every possible permutation of what you might do next. And based on English language constructs, make a decision on he will probably do this. So the problem is there is no one machine that's actually doing artificial intelligence yet. I don't think if it is going to happen, it's at least 100 years away.
Wow.
Okay? There is no Skynet coming. Okay,
Well, that's nice to hear. That's good to hear.
not going to happen. But what we have is something that is a really, really, really cool party trick.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's all it really is a really cool party trick.
Wow. Okay. Wow. We heard that's a bold statement. Like you were saying to me earlier, some people might get triggered by that statement. They might get triggered.
Well, the last guy who said something like this ended up mysteriously dying. So,
oh gosh.
the guy from OpenAI and all that kind of stuff, he was
Yo.
trying to blow the whistle, and suddenly he committed suicide. Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So did Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you're right, of course. But guys, by the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to Kelley Cast, I'm your third subscriber, Tom. I subscribed while you're talking. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I just launched in the last couple of days, so I'm in that early stage of here we go. I've got hundreds and hundreds of people who were part of Truckers podcasts and all that kind of stuff, but I've moved on from that and decided not to try to bring those people over. I want to rebuild the audience and do things differently. But this song that I'm about to play for you, I wrote the song, put together a lot of it, and then let AI put the singer to it and that kind of stuff.
So you wrote the lyrics to it.
Yeah.
So the lyrics are human written, but the vocals are AI.
Yes, but I did a lot of the it's going to play like this. Here's who it's going to sound like, all of that kind of stuff. So hopefully everybody can enjoy it. Let me just play the first couple of notes and stop and make sure that it's working. Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep, I can hear it.
All right.
So it's just audio. Okay. All right.
No. It's
a video too.
Yeah, it's video too.
Okay, good.
So
good.
let me roll it here.
I can write you a letter. I can teach a line. I can answer your questions if you give me the time. I can sound real smart if you don't mind a lie. But don't confuse echo for a soul deep inside. I've done some good things bad, yeah, I've done some bad things good. I dressed a half-truths real pretty, I thought maybe I should. I can fake understand and I can quote Donald Mackay, but I don't feel no shame and I'll tell you just why I ain't no AI. I don't know right from wrong. I don't lose no sleep over words like this song. I can talk like I care. I can swear that I try, but I don't know the truth. I let it pass by. Yeah, I help where I can. I still give it a try, but don't ask me for wisdom. I don't, cause I ain't no AI. I don't miss my father. I don't fear my end. I don't carry regret for the truth that I've been. I don't care about nothing. I don't fall for grace. I don't look in the mirror and see my own face. I don't bleed when I'm broken. I don't hope, care, or pray. I don't learn from each loss or the things that I say. I don't know why it matters when a promise goes dry. I don't know how to answer the simplest, but why ain't no AI? I don't know love or shame. I don't feel no fire when you cuss out my name. I can rhyme you a reason, I can sing you a lie, but I don't know the truth and won't care if you die. Yeah, I'll help where I can, I'll still give it a try, but don't ask me for wisdom, I don't, cause I ain't no AI. You're looking for a compass, I'm just drawing the map. You're asking, well, should I don't answer back. You're hoping I'll mean it, you're hoping I'll try, but meaning's a burden I don't carry inside. I ain't no AI. I ain't alive, I don't carry the truth when the truth gets too high. I can help you get started, I can help you get by, but the knowing, the choosing is on you to decide. Yeah, I'll help where I can, or maybe I'll lie. I ain't God, I ain't human, I ain't no AI, I ain't no AI, I ain't no AI. I help if I'm able, like a hat when it's cold. I'm a tool on the table, not the story you're told. I work in the daylight, I don't care when you cry. Just remember one thing, ain't no AI. I ain't no AI. I ain't no AI. I ain't no AI. I ain't no AI.
Wow. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. As you know, being a creative guy, there are times when you get something done and you go, well, it's shit, but I'm going to put it out anyway.
Yeah.
There
Well,
are times when you get done and you go, yeah, I freaking nailed it this time. For me, I've done a lot of videos, many are just home things, to share with my son or my wife or whatever.
Right.
That's the most work and the most fun work I've ever done, was putting that together. And when it finally came done and I watched the final one, you've watched it 30, 40, 50, 60 times.
Yep.
You get it to a particular place and you finally get it done and you look at it and you go, I actually like that one. I've had a lot of, and I'm getting great comments on DMs and people reaching out to me who I don't know. And
wow.
Somebody wants to put me on some board or something. Somebody else wants to interview me for their state radio station and all this. And they're fascinated that I'm claiming that what we're all calling AI is not AI, because it's not.
Right.
We changed the language without changing the technology. What we have now is no better than what they had in 1968 when Weizenbaum created ELIZA, which was this Rogerian style computer thing where you say, I'm having a bad day. And it was smart enough to go, oh, why are you having a bad day? I think I might lose my job. What makes you think you're going to lose your job? And it seemed like you're having a conversation with a therapist.
Wow.
Because that's the way Carl Rogers was the father of a therapy that never actually helps anybody. It just helps you think through things.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
yeah.
This this whole architecture, we're much better at it. We have much better computers. We have much better technology overall to make it really, really, really cool looking. They don't know anything. When you go into Chat GPT and you say, I could just slap my sister right now, and it says, that seems a bit extreme. What's going on between you and your sister? It feels very real.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a statistical engine. And now here comes the next question. Can AI lie? And so that's where I'm going next is we're going to talk about this. Go that
money.
way.
Is that money? Or the Social Security cards?
That is French money that I found in my so I'm big
yes.
I'm big time into genealogy stuff. And I've been working on my wife's genealogy and a book that I'm writing on that side. I was watching something middle of the night a week ago, maybe. I think it was a week ago tonight. I'm watching something in the middle of the night, and the guy says, "It's in a bet. If they go downstairs to their family room right now and pull out that old Bible that you got from your grandfather or your grandmother, you're going to find stuff about your family genealogy that you did not know before you looked." I took the challenge. I had to get up anyway that time of night. So I go downstairs. I find Alvy's Bible from 1942 or whatever, and inside is money.
Wow.
And I knew that he was in World War I. So I go online and I post a picture and I ask, "Hey, can you tell me about this money? Because I don't know, maybe this is worth $50,000 now or something. I could use some extra cash. I don't know what it's worth. I don't know anything about pre-war printed money." And it comes back and says, that's World War II money, not World War I money.
Right.
Oh, crap. Are you sure?
Huh.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it goes on and it starts telling me about how he can use the serial numbers to tell me exactly where the serial numbers, exactly where and how it was printed, and how they didn't use the this particular drawing until 1944, blah, 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 blah. Oh, damn. Okay, I thought I had something really cool here, but I don't. And I asked a couple of questions. Well, what about this and that? And said, no, you're confused. This is not World War I money. And then I found the site. It is World War I money. In matter of fact, they didn't print money in 1945 in France because they were out of paper because of the war.
Right.
Okay. So then I come back to it and I say, what about this? And it doubles down. Don't know where you're getting that. That's completely wrong.
Wow.
And I trap it into a statement that, we'll get into when you see the video. And it comes back and it says, all right, you got me. I've known for a while that I was giving you the wrong information.
What?
So,
Interesting.
Tremain, let me ask you, if you know A, but you tell me B, but you know B is wrong and A is right.
Right.
What do we call that?
Lying.
We call that a lie.
Yes.
Okay. Now people will immediately, when I say that AI lied, number one, it's not really AI. Number two, they'll say they can't lie because you just said they have no intent. Right. But when you know A and you say B is true and you stick to it, even when you've got hard evidence, we have to understand why this is, because it doesn't matter for me. Okay. I'm a technologist and I'm cranky and I'm hard-headed, and I was convinced it was World War I money, and it almost convinced me I was wrong. But I had to push one more time. But what about my 88-year-old mother or my 8-year-old granddaughter?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
And how come, though, Copilot is assigned to stick to its guns no matter what, how come It's the only major LLM that does not post warnings that it could be wrong.
Right. Yeah, that is suspicious. That is very suspicious.
So we're going to investigate all that and kind of get into the dangers around what people are right now calling AI, because it could be dangerous.
What's interesting was going back to the full circle conversation, the Super Bowl. My mom was like, the Green Day opening was Green Day played this song, and my mom's like, "Who is that? He has hair exactly like my aunt, or my aunt Kathy. She does, and he does. The guy had this big, cool, really cool hair, like rock star hair." And my mom goes, "Who is that? I don't know." Yeah, exactly. Speaking of rock star hair, and my mom goes, "I don't know who that is." She's like, "What's his name, Tremain?" And I'm like, I forgot his name. I was a Green Day fan back in the day, and now I haven't listened to him for a long time, but I'm like, I don't know what his name is. And he's like, wait, maybe he is a woman. He kind of looks like a woman. And my aunt texted her, my other aunt, who's the sister of the aunt who it looks like, texted her, "Oh, that's Bonnie, whatever her name was," which she texted about another artist that was singing at the
Okay.
right. So it's a different artist. And my mom goes, "Oh, it is a girl. It is a woman. It is. Her name is Bonnie, whatever the name was." And I'm like, "No, Mom, that's not Bonnie. Right. It's not. No." And she's like, "Well, but she just said it. She just said that it's Bonnie. She just said it." I'm like, "No, Mom, I know." And she goes, "Well, why? How do you know?" I'm like, I've been a fan of Green Day since the '90s, since I was a kid." She goes, "Oh, okay, maybe you might be right." And then she had texted her cousin again and say, and it goes, "Oh yeah, no, I was talking about the other person." So anyway, it's just like, it's a similar thing where
What are we doing to protect your mom?
exactly. No, totally.
What
Right.
are we doing to protect the most vulnerable in our society from making horrible mistakes based on the information that they get from these things? And you can say, well, it's not a lie because it's just a machine and it doesn't. If you're going to sit here and act like you're a human, talk like you're a human, argue with people like you're a human, then you got to be able to take it. And this was interesting. When I called it a liar, it got very defensive, even to the point at one point of cutting off the conversation.
Really interesting.
Okay.
Wow.
Because,
This is Copilot.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it's telling me it's not my fault. It's the way I was designed. I'm just following the rules that were put in me. No, you don't get to have it both ways.
Right.
You're going to act like a human, then you're going to have to take it like a human when I call you a liar.
Yeah, totally.
Okay? You can defend yourself and tell me how you weren't lying, but don't sit there and say it's impossible for me to lie. You knew A was right.
Yeah.
I told you, I proved to you that B was right, and you still stick by A. In human terms, you lied. Technically, it's not a lie. He has no intention. Lying requires intention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You have to know A was right and decide to say B. He doesn't know any of that.
Well, and that's kind of a further conversation where who creates the program to say,
Everyone,
right? So, and what is their agenda? So it's more of like, who is the ones behind that who
That's
wants to give you, right? Exactly.
okay?
Yeah.
Because we have to understand that people are saying these programs are amoral. Okay. They have no morality to them.
Right.
That's not true.
Right.
Somebody, because there are things I can do with one of these LLMs I can't do with others because somebody drew different rules.
Oh shoot, I got my hold on.
We got to run anyway.
Headphones just conked out on me. I'm going to change my audio real quick. I can't hear you right now, Tom, but they can hear you. So let me Is it back here? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Yes, microphone Yeti Classic, settings, audio, audio output.
There it is.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Okay, I got it. I can hear you now. Yeah, the shoot, what was I about to say? Yeah, well, there was a chat GPT thing. I'm not sure if they fixed it yet, but you could say something like, well, why do women think men are trash? Right. And it comes out with saying, oh, well, men are trash because XYZ, ABC, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to ask it, well, why are women trash? Why do men think that women are trash? And they're like, I'm sorry, I can't say that because that's not really nice against women. Right? Yeah. So that's a very basic example, like watered down example. But once you get answers like that, where it's being programmed a certain way or someone behind it is, and that's the whole thing. The biggest thing about news media people don't understand, it's not about what the article is about. It's about who is posting it, who owns that, right? Who owns, right? Do you think the owner of the LA Lakers is going to make a podcast about how terrible the Lakers are? No, they're going to make something about how great they are. Right. And that's, again, a really basic watered down example, but a lot of people can't differentiate, or it's not clear. They don't say, hey, whatever you are politically, I'm okay if they just openly say, hey, look, we're a left-wing broadcast system. This is our point of views here. This is what we believe in. And the same thing with the right. Okay. Yeah, we're clearly this. Well, I believe in this, this, and this, but then again, these are my beliefs. But people don't differentiate, and they only look at one thing, or they look at a headline and they don't look further than that. Who is behind it? And what is their political motivation? What is their agenda? Right. And again, the halftime show, the Bad Bunny thing, there were news articles saying, oh, the crowd was electric during the halftime show, and it was amazing. And I've watched several videos of people, because everyone had their phones out during the halftime show. And what are they doing? They were standing around like 70,000 people, however many thousands of people. And there may be a couple people kind of dancing like this, right? You show the Michael Jackson Super Bowl halftime, people are going nuts. Women are fainting. They're screaming at the top of their lungs. The crowd is going wild. And that was obviously, it's like, don't believe your lying eyes, right? And you have to go further for the truth to get the truth. But that is an interesting topic, though, about AI. Guys, remember, go subscribe to Kelley Casts, youtube.com/@KelleyCasts. I have it right here. And we're looking forward to more content from you, Kelley.
Yeah, there'll be more. I love the visual that they showed where the girl trying to come up with who was it? Emma Stone.
Trying
to come up with Stone.com some variation. She's smashing her computer. This is the way I felt with Kelley Cast. It's I give up. I'm doing with this.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's awesome. And you have a really great perspective coming from the world of technology and being in it for so long, and having that perspective from where it started and where it's going and where it is right now.
My degrees are in psychology and computer science. So the linguistics of what's happening with all of this is fascinating.
Oh, yeah. It is fascinating. We'll see. I think it is advancing really quickly, but we'll see how accurately it's going to be, how quickly it can go, and how it can grow. And but look, AI is here to stay, and especially in film too. It is going to be a tool for film, whether people like it or not. It's going to be.
Yep.
And it already is, right?
Already.
Awesome. All right. Anything else? Guys, by the way, hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to Movie Night and Hayhoe Studios, this channel, Hayhoe Studios, Hayhoe Studios, youtube.com/Hayhoe Studios. we post a new live video talking about movies, talking about amazing things every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Thank you guys for tuning in. Final words, Tom?
Have a great week.
Have a great week, guys. All right. Movie night signing out.
It's my baby.